And welcome to Spit to the Beat podcast. I'm your host, Stacy B. Unstoppable Prayer, and we are in the studio doing a virtual recording with my very special guest joining me today on this Father's Day weekend, comedian A-Train. But before I bring him on, you know how do I kick that intro?
Attention. Spit to the beat. It's all about inside the music industry.
Nobody do it better.
Hit that notification bell. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much to all my listeners as well as my sponsors. Again, we are back in the virtual studio. I'm your host, Stacy B. Unstoppable Prayer on Spit to the Beat podcast. Today, I got a very special guest joining me from Atlanta, Georgia. Comedian, my friend, the guy I got to know on the Maxwell Urban Hangout Suite cruise early this year. So I was super excited to get back in touch with him and to get him on the podcast. Thank you so much for his wife, also for making this happen as well. So without further ado, I'm bringing you on my guest, comedian A-Train. Hey.
What's going on, my brother?
Not much, man. Happy to see you, man. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I just want to make one correction.
Okay,
so that the listening audience will understand. I am from Duval, Jacksonville, Florida. I just so happen to be in Atlanta right now because I got a flight out early in the morning to Alaska to get on that ship. But I am from Duval. Yes.
Well, definitely thank you for making that clear. He's from Duval, Jacksonville.
Yes, sir. Born and raised. Yes, sir. Yes.
So are you residing in Atlanta or you what?
I just be on the run, man. You know, with traveling and you know, as a comic, man, you on the road every week. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I had a show. I had to host All Styles Juneteenth celebration. So did that on yesterday evening, and like I say, I'm flying out in the morning. But yeah, man, Jacksonville, Florida is always home, man.
Awesome. Look, let's talk a little bit about your career and everything. How did it all get started? Also, I personally want to know, how did you come by the name A-Train?
Well, first of all, I got started, man, doing comedy. Believe it or not, my wife, you know, she's been telling me about I need to be doing comedy, man, for years, and I just ignored it. Like, I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? Like, she told me when we met 26 years ago, you know, wow. We had just met, hanging out for a few months, and she was like, "You ever thought about doing stand-up?" She's like, "You need to be doing stand-up comedy." I was like, "I'm not doing no stand-up comedy," you know, and pushed it off, brother, for about 11 years, you know, and then I started, like hosting events and things like that. and rocking the rooms, and she just got tired of me ignoring her. So what she did was she signed me up into a comedy competition that was here in the city, and she made me do it. Like I didn't even know she had initiated, until afterwards. And she's talking like, yeah, we got. They're like, what, and and so sure enough, man. Long story short, I participated, and I won, and the rest was literally history, man. Like it was nonstop ever since. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Was that a surprise to you winning that?
It was a surprise because you got to keep in mind, I didn't want to do it.
Right.
I'm only doing this to shut her up and to have her leave me alone and don't ever bother me about this ever again. And truth of the matter, I was on stage. And while I was on stage, doing my little set, the whole time I'm thinking in my head, like, this is so dumb. Like, this is so stupid, man. Like, and I'm saying this in my head. And people in the crowd, they laughing at the stuff I'm saying and doing. But at the same time, I'm in my head and I literally said, this ain't funny. Like, why are they laughing? You know what I mean? And I did that like the whole set, brother. And did my, my last little joke, and people were standing on their feet clapping, and I'm exiting the stage and I'm just looking down at the floor and I'm trying to get out of there, not even realizing I just got